Godu was a lonely simp who spent his time as a miserable errand boy. However, when he falls for a warrior baddie who's in danger, he steals the powers of a god to save her, making him an overpowered champion who starts defeating powerful gods and cracking their goddesses' cheeks. This story starts with Godu arriving in Italy to deliver a stone tablet to his grandfather's friend. It's his first time in the city, so he starts asking locals for directions until a blonde baddie named Erica shows up and orders him to hand over the grimoire. Godu thinks she is a nutcase and says the stone tablet is for his grandfather's friend, but Erica stops him from leaving and starts yapping about her duty as a member of the Copper Black Cross. Before Godu can respond, a loud roar shakes the entire city as a boar the size of a mountain emerges. After telling Godu to get to safety, Erica takes off and summons her maid, Ariana, who drives like a Grand Theft Auto character on coke. After almost getting crushed by a yacht, Erica tells Oriana to get away while she uses magic to jump onto a roof. As she summons a powerful sword to fight the boar, Godu trips and drops the stone tablet, but a strange boy named Verithragna picks it up. Godu tells him to get to safety, but Verithragna ignores this and asks Godu why he is in the city. After Godu explains his goal to deliver the tablet, Verithragna starts laughing and returns it to him before vanishing into thin air. Minutes later, Erica is still fighting the boar, but it overpowers her and tosses her off the roof. Thankfully, Godu catches her, and they both watch as the boar summons a tornado and disappears. Afterwards, at a train stop, Erica explains that the boar was a heretic god, like the mythical gods of old that possessed various powers according to their personalities. However, regular people only see these gods as natural disasters, while people with magic experience can see their true forms and fight them. She then asks how he has such a powerful grimoire and doesn't even know about the gods. Once again, Godu explains that he was just sent to deliver it to someone named Zola. Shocked, Erica says that Zola is the Witch of Sardinia and asks how he knows her, but Godu says she was probably one of his grandfather's side pieces. Upon hearing this, Erica decides to follow him, saying that the grimoire is too powerful to be left with a clueless noob like him. Much later, Ariana drives them to an estate where Godu finally meets Zola, but he is shocked because she looks like every Gooner's dream girl despite having ties to his grandfather. Zola then admits that her permanent baddie look is due to her powers before taking a look at the grimoire and saying it belonged to an old god named Prometheus. After Erica reminds her of its power, Zola says she doesn't even want it and tosses it back to Godu, which makes Erica pissed because he didn't even know magic existed until today. Hours later, Erica and Ariana have fried their brains with Zola's wine, so Godu helps Erica to one of the rooms. However, when he tries to dump her, she tells him to remove her dress, thinking he's Ariana. Godu reluctantly agrees and struggles to keep his goon stick from blowing up as he stares at her perfect buns. Then he finally covers her and tries to leave, but Zola locks him inside, so he can make creamy pies with Erica all night long. The next morning, Erica attacks Godu and decides to end his life just for seeing her cakes, but a sudden rainstorm catches her attention. As soon as they get outside, a colossal-sized god walks by, and Erica asks him to stop before recognizing that it's Melkart, the once feared god of the ocean. Melkart gets impressed that she recognized him, but then he gets attacked by another god and decides to fight. At this, Erica suits up and says she has to stop them because Melkart's power alone is enough to destroy the entire island. Moments later, she is on top of the car as Ariana drives and Godu stares at the grimoire, thinking back to what Zola said last night about the grimoire being able to steal a god's power. Just then, they spot Verithragna and realize that he is the one challenging Melkart, so Erica takes off to stop them. However, Godu also recalls when Zola explained that Verithragna has 10 powerful incarnations that should make him invincible, but he sealed one in the grimoire to make his duels interesting. As Erica interrupts the gods to plead with them, Verithragna attacks her, but Godu manages to push her out of the way before offering Melkart a partnership to stop Verithragna. Melkart finds his courage amusing, so he agrees and creates a barrier to protect them, but Verithragna stabs through it with a golden sword, which is capable of slicing through divinity. At this, Godu tells Erica to run so he can use the grimoire, so she kisses him on the cheek and wishes him luck. Then, Godu releases the last incarnation to stop Verithragna, but it only enrages him. However, Godu reveals that he was actually using the grimoire's ability to steal the golden sword, but when he asks Erica for the next step, she kisses him. The next moment, a golden light engulfs them, and Verithragna gets surrounded by hundreds of golden swords as one pierces right through his heart. The next morning, in Godu's dream, a girl named Pandora talks about the black art she and Epimetheus left behind and a strange birth between a fool and a witch. She tells Godu that he will be reborn as a god slayer known as a Campione. After that, Godu wakes up and finds Erica in her birthday suit on his bed like she owns the place. When Erica casually asks him to bring her a cappuccino, Godu just tells her to put some clothes on first and hide her milk cans. Over in the living room, his sister, Shiska, pieces together the story Godu explained while Ariana prepares the food. Erica then shares her plot-filled experiences with Godu, making Shiska start questioning what kind of weird relationship they have going on. Godu accidentally looks at Erica's exposed plot cannons, then quickly looks away before getting himself into more trouble. Shiska then drags Godu away for a private talk, because this situation needs some serious explaining. Later at school, Godu's friend tells him about a new transfer student coming from Italy. Godu closes his eyes and remembers the moment he defeated Verithragna. Back then, Verithragna praised Godu and told him to stay alive until they meet again. While wondering why Erika came all the way to Japan, Godu suddenly sees her enter the room and introduce herself. Erika announces that she has already promised her future to Godu, then uses magic to make a nearby girl move so she can completely colonize her seat and sit right next to him. Godu's male classmates instantly turn against him out of jealousy, and Erika then makes things worse by saying that she and Godu share a bed at night. To stop the classroom from turning into a disaster, Godu grabs Erika and runs out, only to accidentally grab Yuri's hands instead. Elsewhere, a chick named Liliana reports to a snub named Duke Vauban about the arrival of the new campione. While a dead servant grabs Liliana's face, Vauban warns her not to disappoint him. Meanwhile, Godu explains to Yuri that Erika's story is completely false. Yuri bows down and begs him to punish her because her loyalty settings are somehow always stuck at maximum. Soon after, a man named Amakasu arrives and introduces himself along with his organization in Japan. At the shrine, Amakasu explains that he wants to build a connection with Godu. Godu then asks Yuri to stop calling him king and just use his name instead, because being treated like a legendary ruler is getting a little too much for a normal guy who still has school tomorrow. Amakasu then gets ready to tell Godu more about Erika. When Godu returns home, Shizuka scolds him after hearing rumors about him and Erika being too close. She thinks Godu attacked Yuri because of those rumors, making the whole situation even more confusing for him. While resting, Godu remembers Amakasu's warning about Erika and how she uses her charm to get what she wants from men. Amakasu also explains that the Copper Black Cross is trying to recruit Godu into their organization because, apparently, becoming a god slayer also comes with people trying to claim him like a rare collectible. Later, Godu finds Erika lying beside him again and immediately tells her to leave. He asks Erika to be honest about her feelings instead of playing around with him. In response, Erika takes Godu back to Italy because, apparently, having a normal conversation is not how she handles things. In Italy, Ariana leaves Godu alone to run an errand. Suddenly, a chick named Athena appears behind him and reveals that she is searching for the snake. Godu does not want to fight her, so Athena leaves after sending her owls to attack him instead. Soon after, Erika arrives with members of Italy's Magician Society. She pulls out her sword and prepares to fight Godu. Erika explains that the duel is just a test to see how much stronger Godu has become. She then summons her steel lion and sends it after him. Godu uses the bull's power to throw the lion away, then uses the bird of prey's ability to dodge its next attack. When Erika uses the Golgotha words of power, Godu counters by summoning the boar and sending it straight toward her. The boar charges through the Colosseum like it does not care about property damage. Godu then tackles Erika and pins her down, finally passing the test she prepared for him. The magicians applaud Godu's victory and accept him as the new campione. When Godu asks Erika about her real feelings, she admits that she truly loves him because she chose to, not because of some plan. She then creates the Gorgonian medal and shows it to him. Meanwhile, an owl secretly watches Godu and Erika while Liliana observes everything from nearby. But as Erika wields the medal, Godu has no idea that the fate of the whole world rests on that silly piece of fancy carved rock. The next morning, Yuri sits peacefully and combs her hair until her comb breaks like a Minecraft pickaxe. She goes outside, then Amakasu pulls up like a ninja in disguise and greets her. She asks him what's up, and he tells her that an unprecedented catastrophe is about to occur, like a fifth great ninja war. He confirms that it's an incident involving Godu, and Yuri is immediately concerned. Later, they walk to school together, and Yuri tells him that she would never have imagined something like that would happen. Amakasu tells her that it's the exact reason he's come to ask for her help. She tells him that she would never believe that Godu would ever wish to be part of anything like that, and Amakasu says that it's why he wants her to help him confirm it. They eventually walk up to Godu, who's got Erika clinging to his arm like they're a newlywed couple, and Yuri is, of course, quite jelly. Meanwhile, over at a very tall building, Athena stands ominously, imploring the power of the ancient snake to find the Gorgonian. At school, Erika walks into class and immediately becomes the main baddie, with both the boys and girls surrounding her like she's a Bitcoin giveaway. She walks straight to Godu and sits beside him, and the class can't believe that someone like Erika actually chooses to sit next to Godu. He suddenly becomes public enemy number one just for existing, and he starts worrying that people will talk badly about Erika because of him. But she brushes it off since she couldn't care less about what anyone thinks. A little later, Godu leaves the classroom and Yuri quietly approaches him, asking if they can talk in private. He agrees, and she takes him to the rooftop. Once they are alone, Yuri gets straight to the point and asks if he brought a divine item back from Italy. Godu tries to play dumb at first, but it quickly becomes obvious he genuinely has no clue what she is talking about. Yuri describes it as a stone disc, and Godu suddenly realizes the gift Erika gave him is the exact same thing, and that he's been carrying around a potential world-ending item in his pocket like it is loose change. Yuri gets frustrated by how careless he has been and calls him out for acting without thinking. She reminds him that he's a campeon, or demon king, so even small mistakes can turn into massive disasters. Later, while at the shrine, Yuri explains that the item is called the Gorgonian, a stone disc connected to the ancient Medusa. According to an old prophecy made by Princess Alice before ascending into the heavens, once Athena gets the Gorgonian back, she'll return to her true form and cover the entire world in endless darkness. Godu asks why they can't just destroy the thing, but Yuri explains that its power is far too great, so sealing it is their only real option. Right then, Erica reveals that she's been listening the whole time. She's not surprised by the prophecy and believes that it has already started. Instead of trying to stop Athena from getting her power back, she thinks they should decide when and where the fight happens, like it's Tekken. She also believes that the king, Godu, is the only one who can stop Athena. Erica asks Yuri to use her clairvoyance to find the source of the prophecy, and Yuri discovers that Athena herself is the one behind everything, and she has already arrived in Japan. With that, everyone has their job. Yuri will try to seal the Gorgonian while Godu and Erica head out to face Athena. As they make their way to the top of a building, the whole area suddenly changes around them, and Athena appears right in front of them like she has been waiting for this cutscene. Athena demands the Gorgonian, but after finding out they do not actually have it with them, she attacks without wasting any more time. Erica activates her magic and uses her sword to block Athena's first attack. It works for about 5 seconds before Athena traps her inside a magical barrier, like she pressed pause. Athena then turns to Godu, grabs him, and kisses him. The kiss drains away his life force, and Godu drops to the ground like a sack of potatoes. While he is unconscious, she gets ready to finish him off, but Erica breaks through the divine protection before Athena can do it. She then uses her magic to turn her sword into a spear. Meanwhile, Liliana learns that Athena and Erica are in the middle of the fight. Erica keeps attacking Athena and even manages to injure her arm, but the goddess heals it almost immediately, as if the damage were just a small mosquito bite. Erica attacks again, and after outplaying Athena, she throws her spear straight at her. Athena easily breaks the spear, but that was exactly what Erica was counting on, because she uses it to imprison Athena. While Athena is trapped, Erica grabs Godu, and the two quickly escape before the goddess can stop them. Elsewhere, Liliana confronts Yuri to take the Gorgonian, but she finds out that Yuri plans to seal the divine item to a god instead. Then, just as Liliana is about to take it by force, Amaterasu suddenly shows up and traps her while escaping with Yuri. Meanwhile, after staying unconscious for 2.5 hours, Godu finally wakes up when he sees the incarnation of the ram. Wanting to come up with a way to defeat Athena, he asks Erica to tell him everything she knows about the goddess. Since Erica knows plenty about Athena, she starts explaining her history, including her connection to Medusa. Before Erica can finish explaining everything, they notice darkness slowly spreading across the city. Turns out Athena is still searching for the Gorgonian, and she's apparently more than willing to turn the whole place into a giant blackout until she finds it. That night, the whole city is swallowed by darkness as Athena causes the electricity to stop working. Yuri and Amaterasu are driving, and along the way, Amaterasu points out that the prophecy is already coming true since the sky has completely lost its stars. He says they have to leave the car behind and continue on foot because the road ahead is no longer an option. Meanwhile, Godu and Erica are also heading toward Yuri's location to stop Athena before she can get her power back. As they drive through the city, Godu notices Athena's owls already flying around them, meaning the goddess has found them first. Erica picks that very convenient moment as the perfect time to try getting another kiss from Godu, but he notices the driver, Ariana, watching them through the rear-view mirror like she's paparazzi, making the whole thing painfully awkward. Then Yuri arrives at a temple beside a pond and calls Godu, telling him she's getting ready to perform the ritual to seal the Gorgonian. She sends him her location so he knows where to go. Godu tells Yuri that if anything goes wrong, she only has to call his name and think of him as much as she can, and he promises he'll pull up like it's instant transmission. After the call ends, Amaterasu asks Yuri if she's thinking about choosing Godu as her partner, and she admits that she is. After that, Amaterasu leaves to find someone who can help with the ritual, while Godu and Erica run toward Yuri's location. As they get close, they see lightning strike the ritual site, and Yuri suddenly finds herself face to face with Athena. She creates a magical barrier to stop Athena from taking the Gorgonian, but Athena destroys it like it's cheap glass, making the barrier look like it was held together with tape. Just as Athena is about to attack Yuri, Liliana rushes in and saves her. Athena attacks again, and Liliana tries to block it, but the attack is so powerful that both she and Yuri are blasted away. Yuri drops the Gorgonian, and Athena immediately grabs it, then begins absorbing the Gorgonian's power, and a terrifying aura spreads around her as she returns to her true ancient form. She transforms into the dark goddess she was always meant to be and declares that now she's truly mad and will finish all of them. Yuri remembers what Godu told her, and with all the strength she has left, she thinks of him and calls out his name like Sakura did to Naruto in the Pain arc. Just before she collapses, Godu suddenly appears with perfect timing and catches Yuri before she hits the ground. Erica notices Liliana standing on the rooftop, so she thanks her for protecting Yuri and Liliana dips. With everyone else out of the way, Godu and Athena finally face each other. Now that Athena has returned to her true form, she tells Godu he's far too weak to stand against her. Godu ignores that and realizes that Athena has cursed Yuri with the wind of death. He decides to save her first, so he summons his golden sword and removes the curse from her body. When Athena attacks, Godu blocks it right away and tells Erika to protect Yuri while he handles the goddess himself. The fight begins, and Godu starts summoning golden swords using the knowledge he learned about Athena's true history and mythology. Athena calls out her giant serpents, but Godu cuts through them one after another with the golden sword, weakening her more and more. He even unalives the snake carrying Athena on its head, which means goodbye to the slithering Uber. Athena switches to fighting with a bow and arrows, but Godu blocks every attack. She then tries turning him into stone, but it fails, so Godu keeps pushing forward and attacks again. Athena blocks with her spear while hiding inside a barrier of divine protection. Godu keeps striking until the weakened barrier finally breaks, and the battle shifts into the world of the golden sword, where the two continue going at it. Meanwhile, Erika and Yuri watch everything from a distance, and Yuri asks if Erika really has to go help Godu. Erika says yes, adding that Yuri is stronger than she gives herself credit for and can stay behind on her own. With that, Erika rushes off to join the fight. During the battle, Godu realizes that Athena already knows about his strongest authority, the White Stallion. That power can summon the sun and burn away all the darkness, but if Athena survives it, then it's game over. Even knowing the risk, he decides to use it because he has no better option. Athena prepares herself to counter the attack, thinking she has already figured out Godu's plan. Then she suddenly realizes she's been baited. Godu reaches out and catches Erika's spear after she secretly throws it toward him from a hidden position. Athena suddenly can't move, leaving her completely unable to dodge. Godu then throws the spear with everything he's got, and it goes through Athena. After losing, Athena returns to her true form and falls to the ground. She expects Godu to finish her off, but instead, he tells her to leave and run away as fast as she can. Athena asks why he's sparing her, and Godu simply says that the humans are safe now and that is all he cares about. With that, Athena quietly leaves. Erika is absolutely furious with Godu's decision. She put together that entire final plan so he could smoke another god and gain a new authority, but he threw the chance away. Godu collapses from exhaustion, and Erika demands to know why he let Athena escape, but Godu gives the same answer as before. After everything is over, Yuri thanks Godu for saving her life. The battle created a huge pond right in the middle of the city, and Yuri explains everything to Amakasu. By the next day, the news is already reporting that a massive pond mysteriously appeared overnight. Back at Godu's house, he and his sister, Shizuka, are watching television when Erika suddenly shows up, bringing Yuri with her. Godu is caught completely off guard, and Erika immediately clings to him, while Yuri gets jealous and starts pulling him toward herself, like a piñata they're trying to rip apart. Shizuka completely loses it and scolds Godu for somehow ending up with two girlfriends right in front of her. Godu desperately tries to explain himself, but neither Erika nor Yuri lets go, leaving him stuck in the middle while Shizuka keeps yelling at him. Early that morning, Godu tries waking Erika up, but she refuses to leave the bed. When she finally opens her eyes, she is completely in her birthday suit again, making Godu immediately turn away before his brain blue screens. He asks her to get dressed, but she asks him to help her get dressed and even threatens to walk to school like that if he refuses. He knows she's crazy enough to actually do it, so he gives up and picks up her plot cover, awkwardly helping her put it on before helping with the rest of her clothes. Meanwhile, Yuri wakes up from a nightmare about Liliana and Vobin. The dream feels like a bad sign because Vobin's face somehow seems familiar to her. While making food for Godu, she keeps wondering what the dream could mean. Just then, Hikari walks into the kitchen, steals a few of Yuri's egg rolls, and immediately starts teasing her for cooking for her boyfriend. Yuri quickly denies it, but Hikari whispers that she should just kiss him already. Yuri gets so embarrassed that she yells at her instead. Hikari then says that if Yuri really wants to win Godu over, she should bring him lunch, claiming that girls have a 90% success rate if the food is good. Trusting statistics that definitely came from nowhere, Yuri imagines it working and later heads to school with a huge lunchbox, deciding she can at least thank him for being the bad boy hero. At school, Yuri walks in and finds Erika sitting right on Godu's lap. Erika's teasing only makes the misunderstanding even worse, and everyone nearby immediately starts staring at them like they're a live soap opera. Erika openly admits she kissed Godu and acts like it is completely normal, so Yuri gets upset and tells them that they should not be doing things like that at school. She also asks if Erika is even supposed to be sitting there. Erika replies that she and Godu are very close before asking if Yuri is jealous. The two immediately start glaring at each other, and the room somehow gets colder without the air conditioner doing anything. Later, during baseball practice, Erika amazes everyone by throwing incredibly fast pitches. Godu tells Yuri that he used to play baseball too, but quit because he sucked at it and everyone kept yelling at him. Erika then notices Godu and Yuri talking together and immediately gets jealous. She starts provoking Yuri with little insults before challenging her to a baseball match. After hearing that Yuri has never played baseball before, Erika activates her World Cup spirit and declares that it will be Italy versus Japan. Since national pride is suddenly involved, Yuri cannot back down, no matter how much Go-Do tries to calm things down. Erika takes the pitcher's spot while Yuri steps up to bat. Since Yuri has never played before, she can't even see the ball flying toward her. Go-Do tells her to trust him and swing as hard as she can when the next pitch comes. Erika throws another strike, making Yuri lose confidence almost immediately. Go-Do encourages her and promises that the next one will be a hit. Erika agrees to throw the next pitch slowly. Then, Yuri swings with everything she has and thinks she finally hit a home run, but unfortunately, Go-Do will be running home hungry because she destroys his lunchbox. Yuri looks at the broken lunch, then at Go-Do, and immediately starts crying. Elsewhere, Liliana investigates the huge crater left behind by Go-Do's battle with Athena. Amaterasu is also looking into it, but the moment Liliana notices him, she quietly leaves before the conversation turns into paperwork. Later, the three sit together for lunch, and Yuri shares her food with Go-Do and Erika, telling them they can eat it. Erika tries some and instantly notices how good it tastes, asking if Yuri made it herself. Yuri says yeah, and Go-Do compliments her cooking. Erika says that Yuri is basically winning Go-Do over with homemade food, because apparently, food is the fastest route to a guy's heart now. She then asks if Yuri has a cell phone, but Yuri admits she doesn't have one. Erika explains that she needs one so they can contact her when the time comes, and asks what she would do if something happened and nobody could reach her. After being convinced, Yuri agrees to think about buying one. Erika then suddenly asks if Yuri likes Go-Do, catching her completely off guard. Yuri gets embarrassed and quickly leaves, accidentally giving Erika the perfect chance to remove the competition. After getting rid of her, Erika tells Go-Do that he should make Yuri his because her abilities are useful, but also warns him not to collect any more girls. Apparently, even Erika knows Go-Do is slowly building a harem like he is unlocking characters in a game. Later, Go-Do takes Yuri shopping for a cell phone. The two find one they both like, and Yuri becomes surprisingly happy after using it, acting like she just unlocked a legendary item instead of buying a normal phone. She gives Go-Do her contact number and thanks him for helping her. Go-Do thinks she is a little crazy for being that happy over something so simple, then Yuri leaves. When Go-Do gets home, he receives a phone call. At first, he thinks it is Yuri calling him, but he quickly realizes it is someone else. The caller turns out to be Salvatore Doni, another champion like Go-Do. Salvatore talks about their future fight and brings up Vobin, revealing that Vobin is currently in Japan. He says he wants Go-Do to fight Vobin because becoming stronger before their own battle would make things more interesting. After hanging up, Go-Do decides to call Erika, but then he realizes that Yuri could be in danger. Meanwhile, while Yuri is taking a bath, she hears her phone ringing. However, instead of finding a normal call, she is surprised when Liliana suddenly appears in front of her. Liliana explains that her god has ordered her to take Yuri, puts her to sleep, and kidnaps her. When Yuri wakes up, she finds herself inside a room with Vobin sitting nearby. She is shocked because she had already seen him before in her dream, which is basically the worst possible preview. Vobin thanks Liliana for bringing Yuri to him and reveals that he plans to use her power for his own goals. When Yuri learns that he wants to summon another god, she immediately objects. But Vobin ignores her and summons his dead servants, the same people he unalived before turning them into his disciples and forcing them to serve him forever. Meanwhile, Erika and Go-Do find out that Yuri has been kidnapped. Amaterasu suspects that Vobin is behind it and explains that it could be connected to an incident Yuri was involved in 4 years ago. In a flashback, Yuri is wearing a ragged dress and struggles to tie it properly until Liliana walks over and quietly helps her tie it the right way. Just then, Vobin walks in, making everyone turn their attention to him. Back in the present, Yuri and Liliana are standing in front of Vobin once again. Meanwhile, Amaterasu contacts Go-Do and Erika, explains the situation, and asks for their help in rescuing Yuri since only a campione has a real chance against another campione. Go-Do agrees immediately like it's a street deal, while Erika is against the idea at first but ends up insisting on going with him anyway. She admits that she's jealous that Go-Do worries about Yuri more than her massive milkers, but Go-Do reminds her that Yuri is their friend, so leaving her behind is never an option. Back at Vobin's mansion, Vobin orders Yuri to summon a god and throw the whole country into chaos, but Yuri refuses because protecting the country is literally her job description. Vobin asks what she plans to do instead, and Yuri declares that she would rather take her own life than obey him. Vobin then reminds her that it would barely be an inconvenience around him by showing off his dead servants. He explains that Yuri can join them too, then starts using her spiritual power to check whether the god she is connected to has any other useful abilities. The moment Yuri catches a glimpse of it, she is shocked because an unbelievably powerful god is standing behind it. She realizes that Vobin gained his current power by defeating Osiris, the god of the land of the dead. After learning that, Yuri understands resisting him is about as realistic as punching a hurricane. Meanwhile, Godu and Erika quickly figure out where Yuri is because Erika has secretly been keeping an eye on Liliana this whole time. After arriving at Vobin's mansion, the two head inside, only to get attacked almost immediately by Vobin's dead servants. Vobin notices the intruders and orders his followers to bring them to him. Godu and Erika fight through the endless wave of undead, while Erika does most of the heavy lifting by using her magic and sword to cut them down one after another, like they are just annoying random encounters. On the next floor, they run into an ancient witch who summons a massive golem called Emeth. Godu asks what kind of monster it is, and Erika explains that it is a slave construct. She refuses Godu's suggestion to use his bull authority because she wants to handle it herself. Instead of overpowering the golem, Erika beats it with pure brain power by changing the inscription on its head, instantly shutting it down with the ultimate minor spelling mistake. Elsewhere inside the mansion, Yuri learns from Liliana that Godu and Erika have already made it into the building. Liliana comments that Godu probably enjoys fighting just like Vobin does, but Yuri disagrees and insists Godu is nothing like the other Campeons. She tells Liliana that Godu is a very good friend and admits she may have feelings for him, though something is still bothering her. Liliana responds that all Campeonas are basically the same in the end, but Yuri continues believing that Godu is different. Godu and Erika finally reach the room where Vobin is waiting. Godu immediately tells him he is there to take Yuri back. Erika then asks Vobin why he chooses to live the way he does, but Vobin throws the same question back at her. Erika simply says Godu is someone precious to her. Vobin then asks what he gets in return if he lets Yuri go. However, Erika looks at Godu and says he is her god as well. Vobin offers a deal instead, suggesting Godu replace Yuri with someone else who can summon a god, or better yet, hand over an actual god, because he thinks Yuri is completely wasted as a guardian. Erika then tells Godu they might as well follow Salvatore's advice. Erika repeats the message Salvatore supposedly left for Vobin, except she spices it up by basically calling him an old man who has already fallen off and is too weak to deserve the title of God Slayer anymore. Vobin is clearly annoyed, but he still does not give up on making a deal. He snaps his fingers, and Liliana brings Yuri into the room. Vobin then lays out a game. Godu has to escape with Yuri and survive until sunrise. Once they leave the mansion, he gives them a 30-minute head start. If they are still alive when the sun comes up, they win. Everyone accepts the challenge, even though it is obvious the whole thing is just delaying the fight that Vobin wants anyway. Godu, Erika, and the newly freed Yuri immediately leave the mansion and escape by car. During the drive, Godu asks Yuri about the ritual Vobin wanted to perform and learns that Vobin kidnapped her because he planned to use her in a ceremony to summon a god for his own entertainment. Apparently, normal hobbies are just not exciting enough for this guy. Erika also brings up another ritual Vobin carried out in the past, in which 30 girls were sacrificed just to summon a god. After hearing that Yuri took part in that ritual 4 years ago, Godu asks if she plans to sacrifice herself again. Before Yuri can answer, Vobin's pack of wolves catches up to their car. Godu tells Yuri that she is his friend and hands back her cell phone, while Erika casually reminds Yuri that she is still Godu's #1 wife, because even life or death situations cannot stop the agenda. Ariana manages to drive everyone to a safer location, but the wolves keep following them anyway, like they have unlimited tracking enabled. Yuri refuses to leave Ariana behind and asks her to come with them. The group runs toward the school, only to find even more wolves already waiting there. Godu gets ready to use his authority, but Erika stops him first. She fills the area with magical swords that impales the wolves and wipe them out before Godu even gets the chance to do anything. Godu jokes that he basically showed up just to watch Erika handle everything. Not long after, Duke Vobin finally appears in person and tells Godu it is time to fight. He summons his dead servants and sends the entire undead crowd after them. Godu responds by activating his white stallion authority, calling down a massive blaze of divine sunlight that lights up the sky. He declares that Vobin is finally about to witness the true power of a god. The flames completely burn through the undead army, but Vobin transforms into a gigantic wolf-like werewolf and swallows the attack whole, treating divine fire like it is just today's lunch. Godu is left stunned that Vobin shuts down such a powerful attack so easily. While Erika keeps the remaining dead servants busy, Godu decides that staying around is a terrible idea for now and chooses to retreat. He tells Erika to get out as well. Just as one of the dead servants is about to attack, Godu grabs Yuri and activates his raptor authority, letting the two escape at incredible speed before the undead can react. Erika also gets away by using the sandals of Hermes. Godu is completely worn out after his fight with Duke Vobin. His white stallion attack does nothing, and he barely escapes by pushing the raptor authority way past its limit. The escape works, but now his body is paying the bill. Yuri takes him to an abandoned building so he can recover, but her healing magic does absolutely nothing because Campeonas are basically immune to outside magic. With magic off the table, she settles for a cold compress instead. While taking care of him, her spirit vision starts showing her random glimpses of something important, like her brain is buffering spoilers. Meanwhile, Erika is still on a rooftop dealing with Vobin's endless undead servants. She has been fighting all night, so she is already exhausted when Liliana suddenly shows up looking completely fresh and challenges her. Since Liliana has not been burning through stamina all night, Erika knows she is fighting an uphill battle. The two clash with their swords, but Erika quickly starts getting overwhelmed. Just when Liliana is about to finish her off, Erika pulls out the most disrespectful counterattack imaginable. Instead of another sword, she reveals that Liliana secretly writes romance novels and starts reading one of the embarrassing parts. Liliana immediately freezes from pure shame because apparently emotional damage hits harder than magic. Erika takes advantage of the opening and reminds Liliana that she is not helping Vauban because she wants to. Her grandfather is forcing her into this rivalry with Erika's family, and wasting her life over someone else's grudge does not suit her at all. Around that time, Godu and Yuri arrive after Amakasu tells them where Erika is. Yuri also tells Liliana that she is only lying to herself and should stop pretending this is what she really wants. After getting called out from every direction and having her biggest secret exposed, Liliana finally gives up on Vauban and announces that she is switching sides. With everyone finally on the same team, they head straight for Vauban. Erika already knows Godu's powers depend on knowledge, so she kisses him to activate the warrior authority. The golden sword appears and Godu uses it to successfully cancel the authority Vauban received from Apollo. Of course, Vauban is not done yet. He summons another wave of his undead servants while Godu struggles to keep the golden sword active. Erika and Liliana jump in to protect him while he tries to keep the sword from disappearing. At that moment, Yuri's spirit vision activates again, and she realizes Vauban's other authority comes from Osiris, the god of the dead. She immediately tells Godu, but simply knowing the name is useless. The golden sword only works if Godu completely understands the god behind the authority. Erika figures out what is missing right away and gives Yuri a look that says there is only one way to download the information. Yuri turns bright red, but there is no time to be shy. She runs over and kisses Godu, transferring everything she knows about Osiris directly into his mind. With the knowledge complete, the golden sword reforms into an even stronger version, and Godu unleashes it to completely destroy Vauban's control over the undead. With his undead army gone, Vauban switches back to his oldest authority and summons a massive storm. Lightning starts raining down everywhere as he keeps blasting Godu without giving him a chance to breathe. Godu barely manages to dodge the attacks, and before long, he even loses hold of his golden sword. Things go downhill fast, and it looks like he is about to lose. Just then, Godu starts hearing voices. The dead servants sacrificed by Vauban call out to him, begging him to avenge them. Instead of haunting him, they decide to become the most supportive backup squad imaginable and lend him their strength. By drawing on their voices along with the power of the girls fighting beside him, Godu awakens a brand new avatar, the goat, which gives him control over lightning as well. He gathers the auras of Erika, Yuri, and Liliana, and their strength flows into him together with the power of the fallen servants. With everyone boosting him at once, Godu fires back with an enormous lightning attack that crashes straight through Vauban's storm and lands a direct hit. The storm finally disappears, and the sun begins to rise. Seeing that he has lost, Duke Vauban admits defeat and accepts Godu as the winner before leaving on his own, while the dead servants thank Godu for freeing them before finally passing on in peace. After everything is over, Yuri suddenly collapses because she poured too much of her stamina into Godu through the goat authority and can barely stay on her feet. Godu catches her before she falls and thanks her for everything she did. Erika watches this, immediately pretends to collapse too, and waits for Godu to come help her as well. The second he gets close, she steals a kiss. Yuri notices what happened and gets annoyed, and they eventually turn it into another contest where they fight for his wainer. Days later, Godu and the girls are spending time at a beach resort in Italy, and the whole trip is Erika's idea. Yuri comes along too because she does not trust Erika for even a second on not grabbing Godu's Excalibur. While everyone is playing volleyball, Erika smashes the ball so hard that it sends Godu straight to the ground. Yuri immediately tells Erika to stay away from him, and the two start arguing over who gets to take care of him. Then, Zola jumps into the argument too, and before long, all three are putting him in a milky melon heaven while Ariana watches the whole mess. Later, Yuri is relaxing in a hot spring when Zola walks over and casually grabs her massive milkers, cause why not? Ariana then arrives with a glass of milk like she read the room, but immediately slips and pours the whole thing on herself instead. Meanwhile, Erika has Godu handcuffed on a boat in the middle of the sea like a pirate just cause she wants some alone time with him, without everyone else getting in the way. Godu remembers Erika inviting him on this trip and how asking Zola for help somehow made everything even worse. The second Erika unlocks the handcuffs, Godu wastes absolutely no time and jumps straight into the ocean, swimming back to shore like escaping from prison. Unfortunately, he climbs out of the water right in front of the hot spring where Yuri, Zola, and Oriana are bathing. Yuri instantly assumes the worst and starts calling him a creep. In all the confusion, her towel slips off, making things even more awkward before she slaps Godu across the face out of embarrassment. Erika arrives a moment later and points out that all of this could have been avoided if Godu had just stayed on the boat with her. That night, Godu quietly sneaks out of the castle where everyone is staying. Athena suddenly appears and tells him she needs his help. She takes him to a nearby island where a huge green beam of light is shooting into the sky, like someone accidentally unlocked the final boss early. At the same time, Liliana is in the city searching for the rogue Campione Dani. Her organization asks for his help in dealing with something called the Heranian, the Seal of Hera. Dani reaches the place and cuts through a witch's barrier without caring what anyone thinks. Liliana tries to stop him, but telling Dani not to do something is basically free background noise. He ignores her completely and slices the giant pillar in half with his sword. The moment it breaks, a massive green light bursts into the sky, and a colossal dragon appears overhead. Godu and Athena look up and see the giant dragon flying through the sky, and Athena explains that it's a divine beast. Right after that, a blonde man riding a Pegasus appears. He is Perseus, the famous hero known for slaying monsters. He fires an arrow and immediately knocks the dragon out of the sky. Liliana immediately runs toward the dragon and begs Perseus to stop. She explains that the dragon is not actually an enemy and is part of the land's life force. If Perseus unalives it, the land itself will slowly die. Perseus does not care about any of that, though. He only sees a monster that needs to be defeated, because apparently asking questions before swinging the sword is not part of the hero's starter pack. Before Perseus can finish the dragon off, Athena steps in and protects it. She reveals that she is also a dragon god, then absorbs the wounded dragon into herself to take its power. Perseus gets annoyed because his target basically got stolen right in front of him. He then notices Godu and realizes he is a Campione. Since Perseus hates Campiones, he immediately decides Godu is the next thing on his list to defeat. Athena prepares to fight Perseus, but Godu tells both of them to stop. Before the situation gets worse, Liliana uses her Artemis magic to grab Godu and carry him away from the fight. She explains that Dani is the one who awakened the dragon in the first place. She then offers to teach Godu about Perseus, so he can use his golden sword against him. However, Liliana explains that the information has to be transferred properly because just telling him about Perseus is not enough. Godu reminds her that outside magic does not work on Campiones, meaning the knowledge has to enter him directly. In other words, the only method left is a kiss. Liliana immediately gets embarrassed and refuses because apparently saving the world is easier than kissing this guy. Before they can figure anything out, Perseus appears again, riding Pegasus. Liliana steps forward and fights him with her sword, but Perseus blocks every attack like she is just warming him up. Godu then summons the boar's authority and charges straight at him, managing to knock Perseus back, but Perseus quickly seals the boar's power, making the ability disappear. Godu tries using the raptor authority to escape, but Perseus seals that one too. With all his tricks taken away, Godu has no way to run. Perseus then pulls out his bow and fires an arrow directly into Godu's chest. Godu falls to the ground, badly injured, and Liliana rushes over in shock. As Perseus prepares to finish him off, Athena suddenly appears and attacks him from behind. Perseus asks who she is, and Athena calmly introduces herself. After realizing she is powerful, Perseus decides he does not want to deal with extra trouble and leaves on Pegasus. Before disappearing, Athena tells Liliana to look after Godu and pass along a message to him. Unfortunately, Godu's injuries are too severe and he dies. But instead of staying dead, he wakes up in a strange place where Pandora is already waiting for him like this is just another regular appointment. She explains that he got smoked again, but tells him not to worry because Campiones have plenty of chances before things become serious. She does give him one important warning, though: if his head gets separated from his body, that is the one thing that can actually end him for good. After giving him some advice and cheering him on, Pandora sends him back to the living world. Godu wakes up again, and Liliana is extremely relieved to see him alive. She has been crying while waiting for him to recover and admits she was terrified when he would not wake up. Godu tells her she does not need to worry so much. They are currently inside a copper Black Cross base in Naples, where Liliana has been taking care of their injuries. When Godu asks what happened, Liliana gets nervous because she thinks he might be angry with her. Godu quickly reminds her that he is not the type to punish people for everything. Just then, a mage named Karen arrives with some information she heard from Oriana. Erica and Yuri are also in Italy and have been desperately searching for Godu. Erica already knows about his fight with Perseus, but they have no way to contact him because all technology suddenly stopped working. Phones, signals, and electricity are all gone. The reason is Dani, who shut everything down on purpose so nobody could interfere with Godu's fights. He wants Godu to become stronger by handling everything alone, and apparently, his idea of helping is to make the entire country go offline. After recovering a bit, Godu starts thinking about Perseus's ability to seal his powers. He still cannot understand how Perseus managed to block the boar, the raptor, and every other authority he tried using. Liliana suggests that it might be connected to Persia and thinks Verithragna could be involved because the names have some kind of connection. While relaxing on the balcony, Godu finds a random book sitting nearby and decides to read it. Unfortunately for him, the book turns out to be a romance novel. Even worse, it is Liliana's secret writing, the same embarrassing hobby Erica used against her before. Godu reads through it and finds the story incredibly awkward and badly written, basically discovering Liliana's hidden weakness with zero effort. Liliana catches him reading it and completely loses control from embarrassment. She is horrified that he saw her private work and even threatens to unalive him to protect the secret, pulling out her sword like the book contains forbidden magic. Before things get worse, Athena appears and teleports both Godu and Liliana to the seashore. Godu asks her why Perseus is able to cancel his powers, believing Athena knows the answer. Athena admits she does know, but she is not giving away information for free. She wants Godu to do a favor in exchange. Since understanding Perseus is the only way he can fight back, Godu agrees immediately. But Liliana refuses to let him make a deal with a goddess, because making a promise to someone like Athena could become extremely dangerous. Athena loses interest after Godu turns her down and tells him to find her if he changes his mind. She leaves, and while walking back, Godu starts regretting not taking the deal because free answers don't usually knock twice. Liliana explains that Athena is way too unpredictable, and making deals with goddesses always comes with some hidden price nobody sees coming until it's too late. Godu gets her point, so they head back to their base and decide to figure out Perseus on their own. The two start digging through books and old records for clues, but Liliana can't focus at all. Every time she tries reading, her brain immediately replaces history with romance and turns Godu into the main character of another love story. She gets embarrassed, annoyed at herself, and eventually gives up before her imagination starts writing the next volume. She heads outside to calm down and get some fresh air. When she comes back, she brings Godu some tea. The problem is that the tea comes with a sleeping drug included at no extra cost. She admits there's a little poison in it and says she's going to accept Athena's offer herself. Godu ends up completely paralyzed and can't move, while Liliana leaves alone to meet Athena and negotiate for information about Perseus. During the meeting, Athena mentions the leader of the ancient East and shows Liliana an image of Perseus holding Medusa's head. She then reveals that Perseus isn't actually a Greek god, as everyone believes. He's something completely different. Right after that, Athena suddenly starts taking Liliana's clothes off for reasons only goddesses seem to understand. Whether it's a test or some weird ritual, Liliana can't do anything to stop it. Godu suddenly shows up after recovering enough to move. He accepts Athena's deal this time and mentions something about an empire, which immediately makes Liliana connect the dots. Athena gives them one more clue about Perseus's real identity. He's tied to something far older than Greece itself. The poison is still messing with Godu, so he almost collapses, but Athena catches him before gravity finishes the job. She hands him over to Liliana, tells her to look after him, then disappears again. Meanwhile, Donnie has Erica and everyone else tied up somewhere. Yuri asks why he's doing all this, and Donnie decides humanity uses too much electricity anyway, so cutting off communication sounds like a solid plan. He makes sure nobody can contact Godu or help him at all because he wants Godu to fight Perseus alone and get stronger the hard way. Not long after, Perseus fires an arrow that lands right beside Godu and Liliana. A message is attached to it, challenging Godu to another fight. Much later, Perseus stands in front of a huge crowd and hypes everyone up. He reminds them that he's the guy who smoked Medusa, because apparently one achievement stays on the resume forever. The people start cheering, chanting his name like he's already won. Perseus then declares that it's finally time for his final boss fight with Godu. In a flashback, Karen asks Liliana if she likes Godu. Liliana agreed because trying to deny it at that point would be harder than passing an exam without studying. Karen quickly came up with Plan B and told Liliana to just go after Godu already. Liliana got embarrassed and said her first kiss had to be with the person she truly loves. She wasn't about to spend it on some emergency battle strategy like it's a limited time event. At that point, Godu finally figured out what they had been planning, so Godu left, saying he's going to the bathroom, but instead secretly hopped on a bus. Thankfully, Liliana caught up to him before he got far. Godu then told her that he isn't some great king or special person. He doesn't see himself that way, no matter what everyone else keeps saying. While they were talking, Perseus fired an arrow as a warning shot just to remind them that the boss fight is about to start. Back in the present, Perseus and Godu face each other. Godu uses the bull incarnation, but Perseus dodges everything without much effort. Godu then starts throwing giant concrete blocks at him, but Perseus slices every single one apart with his sword. Like construction work is just another side quest. Perseus uses his magic to seal Godu's authorities again just like before, then fires an arrow that hits him head-on and sends him crashing straight into a building. Godu smashes through the wall and ends up on the ground in pretty bad shape. Athena's owl watches the whole fight from above like it has front row seats. Then Liliana runs over to check on Godu and tells him she finally knows who Perseus really is. Athena gave her information about his true origins. Before Perseus can attack again, Godu activates the golden sword. He creates the golden world around Perseus and immediately starts attacking him with countless golden swords. Using everything Liliana tells him, Godu finally puts the pieces together. Perseus is actually Mithra, the ancient god of light. Mithra was also Varathraghna's master. The Romans worshipped him, and that's where the name Perseus comes from. That also explains why Perseus can seal Varathraghna's authorities so easily. He's basically connected to the source, so the cheat codes were already installed. Godu pulls all of his golden swords together into one massive blade. He swings it at Perseus and cuts straight through the god's arrow, completely destroying his bow. Godu thinks he's finally got the advantage, but Perseus immediately pulls out his sword and rushes him before he can celebrate for even 1 second. He pins Godu to the ground with the blade, leaving him completely stuck and unable to move. Godu uses the camel incarnation and kicks Perseus to oblivion. After that, Liliana points her sword at Perseus, but he uses his power to take control of her mind instead. Since Liliana is a witch with Miko blood, she's basically running the wrong software against this guy. Perseus takes over her mind and orders her to attack Godu. Godu doesn't fight back. He keeps calling Liliana's name and tells her to snap out of it. Liliana summons a bow and aims it at Godu. She's just about to fire when Godu's voice finally gets through to her. At the last second, she turns the arrows toward Perseus instead, and they hit him. Just like that, she breaks free from his control completely. Godu tells Liliana to use her bow one more time. While he keeps Perseus busy in close combat, Liliana lines up another shot. She fires several arrows, and Perseus dodges almost all of them like he's done this a few hundred times already. What he doesn't notice is one arrow looping back around like it forgot something. It slams into his shoulder, and Godu immediately follows up by summoning the boar and launching the giant beast straight at Perseus. The massive boar crashes into him and pins him against a concrete pillar. The fight is finally over, at least for now. Godu collapses from all the damage and exhaustion. Meanwhile, Perseus manages to free himself from the pillar and teleports into a nearby alley. He's badly hurt and limps away, looking a lot less confident than before. Then someone who looks exactly like Athena appears behind him. Perseus tries to attack, but she's much faster. She cuts off his arm without much effort, then transforms into a giant serpent. The snake swallows Perseus whole, ending his speedrun in the worst way possible. Donnie arrives too late and only finds Perseus's sword and a pool of blood left behind. Liliana rushes over to help the completely exhausted Godu. She pauses for a second because kissing him feels a lot more awkward now than it did before. Athena suddenly appears and asks if she's going to do it or not. Before Liliana can even decide, Athena kisses Godu herself. Liliana just stands there completely stunned while Athena casually explains she's only healing him. Mission accomplished, she disappears again. The next day, Godu wakes up recovering in a hospital room. Erika and Yuri finally find him after searching everywhere, and they're absolutely furious. Erika immediately attacks him, ready to hand out free hospital readmission papers, but Liliana steps in and blocks the attack. She then announces that she's going to serve Godu too and officially joins his group. Erika gets even angrier because the accidental harem somehow finds another member without anyone filling out an application. Yu rejoins the chaos too, and they all start fighting over his wiener again while he's still trying to recover. At the shrine, a girl named Enna talks with Yuri and says they can't let Godu's Italian baddie steal all the attention. She already has a plan to compete with them. Enna decides Yuri will handle the childbearing part while she takes care of everything else. Yuri gets completely embarrassed and has no idea how to deal with Enna casually dropping a whole marriage plan, like it's a normal afternoon conversation. At school, Liliana transfers in and immediately moves closer to Godu. She uses magic to hypnotize the guy sitting behind him and makes him change seats, basically using a cheat code just to get the seat next to him. With Liliana joining the school, even more girls start paying attention to Godu because somehow his life keeps turning into a romance anime without his permission. On the rooftop, Shizuka gets annoyed that her brother brought another girl from Italy. She tries feeding him, but Erika shows up and starts confusing Shizuka with her words until Shizuka ends up yelling at her own brother out of frustration. Erika assures Yuri that Liliana still can't win Godu's heart, but Liliana immediately wipes food off Godu's face and accidentally makes everyone jealous again. Godu finds a letter on his desk asking him to come to the tea ceremony club room after school. Liliana notices it too, so she decides to follow him, because apparently leaving him alone for 5 minutes is impossible now. When they open the door, they find Enna and like Yuri, she's another person assigned to protect Godu. She tells him that he needs to pick one of the 3 girls as his mistress and marry her. Godu has no idea why everyone around him keeps planning his future like it's a group project he never joined. Everyone in the room gets serious. Erika arrives and Enna says they can talk about it later. Erika wants to know what Enna is really after, so she takes her aside for a private conversation. While the two talk, Godu, Yuri, and Liliana wait outside near the school gate. Shizuka shows up and immediately gets suspicious about all the girls around her brother. She's still annoyed that Godu somehow keeps collecting women like they're limited edition characters. Erika and Enna eventually finish talking and come back. Godu gets hungry and suggests they all go eat together. He then invites Yuri and Liliana too, but both of them refuse for some reason. Meanwhile, high above them, Athena is fighting against an unknown enemy. She's up against someone extremely powerful and is getting pushed back badly. Whatever she's fighting is on a completely different level. During swimming practice, Liliana notices that Yuri looks down and hesitates to talk to her. Yuri is worried about everything happening around Godu and all the new chaos joining the group. Meanwhile, Godu eats with Shizuka at a rooftop. Erika suddenly appears and steals some of Shizuka's food without permission, because apparently even eating peacefully isn't safe around her. Shizuka gets annoyed but decides to leave them alone. Once she's gone, Erika asks Godu to go on a date with her. Godu agrees, and this time he's actually the one who asks her out first. Erika is surprised but clearly happy that Godu finally made a move instead of acting like he's overpowered. Later, Erika talks with Liliana while picking out her dress for the date. She keeps teasing Liliana about Godu taking her out and even calls Yuri to tell her what is happening. Erika makes Godu wait while she tries on different lingerie, then keeps asking if she looks good or if she should just show up like that. Godu gets completely embarrassed because this is basically the kind of situation he always tries to avoid. Erika then asks why he wanted to go on a date with her, and if he's actually happy about it. Godu tells her he's serious about it. While Erika and Godu enjoy their date, Liliana can't relax and keeps walking around worried about them. Meanwhile, Yuri sweeps the shrine grounds but feels uneasy too. She can sense that something bad is about to happen. That night, Anna meets Erika and Godu at the same place where they fought Athena before. Godu has no idea Erika already made a deal during their earlier conversation. The two agreed to meet there and settle things with a fight. Erika draws her sword while Anna takes out her weapon, and their duel begins. Anna plans to unalive Erika because she believes Godu should be protected by a Japanese person instead of someone from another race. Basically, she's treating the girlfriend battle like it's a national defense issue. Yuri senses the fighting happening in the city and tells Liliana. The two immediately rush over to help before things get worse. During the fight, Anna's katana damages Erika's sword, forcing Erika to use magic to strengthen it and keep fighting. The two attack at the same time, but Godu jumps between them and stops the clash. He doesn't want either of them getting hurt over this. Anna ignores his warning and decides to use her real power instead. She gathers divine energy, but Godu grabs her hands and tries to stop her from doing anything. Suddenly, a dark hole appears and pulls Godu inside. Erika immediately attacks Anna and demands to know what happened. Anna explains that Godu was dragged into the intermediate world by her grandfather. The place acts as a middle ground between life and death. Erika decides to enter the world herself to find Godu, and Ina follows because she still wants to finish their fight. Apparently, even another dimension can't stop this argument from continuing. Back at the Kusanagi house, Shizuka watches the weather report when Athena suddenly crashes through the roof. She lands right in front of her, like breaking into houses is just another normal entrance. Athena then asks Shizuka if Godu is home, while Shizuka has no idea how to handle the random goddess now in her living room. Godu wanders around the intermediate world with no idea where he even is, like he got isekai'd with no truck kun. While walking around, he finds a house nearby and decides to check it out. A man's voice calls him inside, so Godu opens the door and finds an old man sitting there. The man introduces himself as Susanoo, the person who takes care of Anna. Godu is barely surprised because meeting random powerful old guys has somehow become a normal part of his life now. Meanwhile, Erika and Anna are still fighting in the intermediate world. Anna completely overwhelms Erika and keeps pushing her back. Erika notices something strange because Anna isn't getting tired, no matter how many attacks she takes. Anna explains that Susanoo is sending power into her blade, which is why she can keep fighting at this level. Erika is badly beaten, barely able to stay standing, and starts running out of strength. While Godu talks with Susanoo, the old man brings up Pandora, and suddenly, Godu's head starts hurting badly. His mind gets flooded with countless memories and information from the universe, which is basically the worst download ever because his brain isn't built for carrying the whole internet at once. Susanoo explains that Anna has been taken over by something called Ama no Murakumo. The sword spirit has possessed her body and is controlling her. He then tells Godu that the intermediate world is connected to everything, so if he focuses on a place, he can travel there. Back with Erika and Anna, Erika is down on her knees and completely exhausted. She starts remembering the moments she shared with Godu, from their dates to their conversations together. She accepts that she might not make it out of this fight. At the same time, Anna lets Ama no Murakumo take full control of her body. The sword spirit begins absorbing Erika's mana, draining her power while she can't do anything to stop it. Far away, Liliana senses Ama no Murakumo's presence. Yuri uses her spirit vision to find the exact location of Erika and Godu. Then Amakasu arrives to help and points out the strange things happening around the world. Darkness starts appearing in different places and keeps spreading. People panic as parts of the sky turn completely black. Just in time, Godu appears and blocks Ama no Murakumo's attack against Erika. He summons his golden swords and reveals the sword spirit's true identity. Godu starts attacking the creature, forcing it back. When Anna's body begins taking damage from the battle, Ama no Murakumo retreats. Godu tries to take Erika and himself back to the human world, but something goes wrong. Every time he tries to move, they end up somewhere completely different. No matter how much he focuses, he can't find the way back. Back at Shizuka's house, she watches the weather report while Athena is sitting there sniffing a pillow that still has Godu's scent on it. Shizuka calls out for Godu and finds the goddess doing some very weird stuff. She asks who Athena is and why she's sniffing a pillow, but Athena gives her as much attention as 1010's screen time. Meanwhile, on the beach, Erika tells Godu that he can't heal her because she's already too far gone. Before she dies, she wants to tell him something important. She asks if he can kiss her until the end. She won't force him, but she would really like it. Godu refuses to believe she's dying and he tells her that he'll not let anything happen to her. Erika reminds him that she can't be healed, and he can't save her either, so Godu starts thinking about all the moments he spent with Erika, from when he first met her to everything they went through together. He remembers wanting to make her his mistress because, apparently, even during life or death situations, his romance plans are still running in the background. He kisses her with everything he has and screams out, asking if this is really how things are supposed to end. Then Verthragna appears and reminds Godu that he needs to smash through all the impossible stuff happening around him. He tells Godu to take his power. Godu then activates his incarnation and sends his divine protection into Erika through a very passionate kiss. Erika is shocked when she sees something glowing inside Godu. Something changes, and she suddenly becomes extremely happy. Blood comes from her mouth, but she is still smiling like she just unlocked a secret ending. Back at the shrine, things get even worse when a dark version of Athena appears. This is Metis, the wife of Zeus and Athena's mother. She attacks Liliana and Yuri, and they try to fight back, but she's way too strong for them. The two of them are left scared because this goddess is basically playing on a completely different difficulty setting. Then Ama no Murakumo comes back to attack Godu and Erika again. Round 2 starts because apparently this sword spirit forgot it already lost once. Erika gets back up and blasts Ama no Murakumo with her new power. Thanks to what Godu did, she is much stronger than before. Godu notices Anna is trapped inside the creature's head, so he reaches in and pulls her out. Anna ends up sitting on top of Godu while completely plotless, because somehow every rescue mission involving Godu has to become awkward. She thanks him and kisses him. Erika immediately gets jealous and says she will deal with Anna later. Meanwhile, the intermediate world starts cracking apart as everything begins falling apart, and Metis absorbs Ama no Murakumo into her own body and becomes even stronger. She then turns into a fusion of Metis and the sword spirit, making her an even bigger problem than before. Godu, Erika, and everyone else are left shocked because now there's an even bigger boss fight. Godu points at the dark Athena and tells everyone that she isn't really Athena. She's Metis, the person Susanoo warned him about. She's Athena's mother, and she's extremely dangerous, basically the kind of family reunion nobody wants to attend. Yuri explains that Susanoo and Perseus both had weapons that could unalive beings connected to snakes. Since Metis is linked to snakes, she's a huge threat. If Metis absorbs Athena, the whole world will end. Erika tells Godu to take Athena and leave while they hold Metis back. Amakasu shows up with his car and tells Godu to get inside. Godu then takes Athena with him and asks Yuri to come along, but she refuses because she wants to stay and fight with everyone else. Amakasu tells Godu they are heading to Mount Fuji, the biggest power spot in the country. They can hide there and recover their strength. Aslo notices Athena has lost her powers and memories, leaving her weak and basically running on default settings. Using the magic Godu placed inside her body earlier, Erika manages to push Metis back. She's fighting harder than ever, probably because losing now would be a pretty bad look after all that buildup. Liliana joins Erika in the fight while Anna and Yuri use their powers to trap Metis. Erika and Liliana combine their attacks and throw everything they have at the dark goddess. The 4 girls work together to keep Metis busy and stop her from reaching Godu. At the top of Mount Fuji, Godu starts feeling his power return. He's slowly getting stronger again. He talks with Athena, who is still confused and doesn't know what to do, basically like someone waking up halfway through a very bad dream. After defeating the girls, Metis crashes toward Godu's location because apparently the boss fight wasn't annoying enough already. She comes straight for him, and Godu gets ready to protect Athena. He asks Metis to return inside Athena because he wants to save her, not destroy her. Godu switches between his different avatar powers while fighting back against Metis' attacks. He uses everything he has, but she's still too powerful. Metis then cuts Godu with her scythe and attacks Athena as well. Thankfully, Athena grabs onto the scythe and refuses to let go. Using this opportunity, Godu summons his steed and sends it crashing into Metis. The white stallion charges at her, but Metis walks away completely fine because at this point even a magical horse attack is just a small inconvenience now. She grabs Athena and starts absorbing her through a kiss. Athena slowly disappears into her mother, and Metis changes into her true form. She becomes the goddess of Medusa, turning into an even more terrifying and powerful enemy. One by one, every girls who like Godu kiss him to pour their magic into him, because this series has fully committed to solving every problem the exact same way. While Yuri heals his injuries, Liliana passes her knowledge and power to him. Then Anna gives him her strength, and after taking back her katana from Metis' control, Godu uses his words of power boosted by Liliana's magic to pierce through Metis' barrier. He finally breaks her defenses, then Erika gives him one last kiss filled with genuine love, and something inside Godu finally clicks into place. Even with all that, Godu still can't finish Metis using his boar avatar. She blocks the attack and destroys it without much effort. She's about to take Athena again, but Godu jumps in to protect her from Metis' attack. Athena wakes up, looks at Godu, and kisses him, giving his powers another huge boost because his power source really does come with unlimited free refills. Godu combines his swords into one giant golden scythe. Then he and Athena fight Metis together, throwing everything they have at her. The golden weapon crashes against Metis' dark scythe, and this time the golden one comes out on top. The two of them finally defeat Metis together. As Metis starts fading away, she reminds Athena that she is the Queen of Darkness and says the two of them will always be connected. After that, she disappears. The dark sky clears, the world goes back to normal, and all the strange disasters happening everywhere finally stop. Everyone is safe again. Athena then says goodbye to Godu and thanks him for everything before leaving. Right after that, Godu collapses because even overpowered harem lords eventually run out of batteries. Erika and the other girls rush over to him, take care of him, and make sure he's alright. They're all happy that they managed to defeat the enemy and save the world. Later, Shizuka completely loses her patience during lunch. Erika and the other girls are all crowded around Godu at the same time, giving him about as much personal space as a packed train. Shizuka asks who the new girl is, but Godu can't even explain because everyone keeps clinging to him. Erika stays on one side, Yuri takes another while Liliana wipes his face, and Anna feeds him like he's forgotten how to use his own hands. Shizuka finally snaps and yells at her brother for bringing home even more girls, and it all ends with the girls fighting over Godu's magic stick again. That's it for this recap, folks. If you enjoyed seeing Godu go from a nobody to a maxed out Chad with infinite hoes, comment part 2. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another goated recap like this one.